Okay guys, so I'm doing something really kind of kooky right now. I'm actually going to try something and record it for the very first time all at the same time. So no, I have not done this before. This is me winging it with you guys. But here's my thought process. So I have on Stiletto ColourCure right now, and what I've noticed is that my mani in general still looks really good, except I've had some growth. And so I'm starting to see that little moon exposure of your natural nail underneath as the color grows out. But I don't want to get rid of my full manicure yet because my nails still look so good, and that would be a waste of product. I don't want to waste the time that I put into it, and my nails don't really need to be changed. I just wanted to figure out if there's a way for me to be able to masquerade or camouflage that little bit of growth without using the same ColourCure, which I totally could, and filling in the space. The great thing about ColourCure is it's self-leveling, so I could go in there and I could fill it, but wouldn't it be awesome if I could zhuzh up my mani a little bit and make it feel a little different without completely changing the entire look? So my thought process is, I think I'm going to try using some glitter to embrace that gap, to fill that gap. So this might be the one and only time where we say to you, you don't have to embrace that gap. You do when it comes to nail wraps, but when it comes to growth on your TruShine gel or your ColourCure or your lacquer, don't embrace that gap. Do something about it. So what I'm thinking of doing are two possible ideas. All I'm using is painter's tape. The reason I like you to use painter's tape is because it does create a seal. So if you paint over it, it keeps a crisp line, but the adhesive isn't so strong that whatever it is coming in contact with, it will remove. Hence the reason why it is used for painting walls. And just some scissors to cut a tiny little bit off. I really just want a straight edge. That's all I need in order to create a separation between the space that I'm going to color and the rest of my nail. For this particular look, I was thinking I was going to do a straight line look. You can curve or cut zigzags, wavy lines, thin strips, a circle to mimic the shape of your cuticle, whatever floats your boat. I think for this particular look, I kind of want to go for the straight glitter end. I want it to be glitter from the space that fills the gap onto the red a little bit and then come to an abrupt stop. But I'm also going to demo on my middle finger, taking glitter and having it kind of ombre or gradiate out on this. Mind you, this is my first time doing this, so spare me a little bit of grace. I have given this a good shake, and I did do this beforehand. I did clean just using rubbing alcohol, nothing that's going to remove the ColourCure, just to make sure I didn't have any residue on my nails. So I've given this a good shake. What I'm going to use is the Stardust Top Coat by Jamberry. This is my favorite glitter top coat. It has a little bit of every color in it. And I think it'll go really, really well with the bright boldness of Stiletto. So I did the tornado effect. I do this on all of my bottle applications. And I'm going to still get the color close to my cuticle without touching, but I want it to fill that space. I might need to do more than one application in order to get that saturation of glitter. Or you could use the sponge method, whatever floats your boat. So all I am doing is just making sure I am keeping the glitter in that space that has grown out between the ColourCure and my cuticle. And on this one, I am going to not have a perfect line. I'm going to apply ColourCure first, or excuse me, not ColourCure, the glitter, densely in the area that has created that gap. And then I'm going to use a little bit more, but wiping off almost all of the excess off and just lightly brushing downward. I'm probably going to have to do this more than once in order to build up that glitter effect because I am not using the sponge technique. I'll take pictures once I'm outside. That way I'm able to get a much better photo of what the effect looks like. But I'm not ready to get rid of my Stiletto manicure entirely. I just want to be able to elevate it a little bit while cleverly masking that gap in between. You can use this with any color. You do not have to use the Stardust Glitter Top Coat. You can use another ColourCure Mani. If you're wearing ColourCure, you can use a TruShine over TruShine. Just remember that TruShine and ColourCure Jamberry products are not compatible. They are not cross-compatible. So there you go. I hope you enjoy embracing that particular gap. You can break that rule. But when it comes to nail wraps, just remember, you do need to embrace that gap. There you go. I hope this works for you guys to elevate that mani to the next level.